Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, we had just completed a couple more quests, and, well, we had built an enterprise. I believe that was at... Was that at Fairmarket? I think that might have been at Fairmarket, so that's pretty good. Hopefully we're going to be getting the rewards of that, because I have just received our weekly wages for this week, and suffice it to say we are losing 1,000. Oh yes, that's a little bit worrying, but, well, I don't think that's too bad, as we... Well, we still have 2,000 remaining, so that's okay. Now, ooh, very nice. Those guys actually level up into Hedge Knights. I had no idea. Let's get a couple of two-handed units. I do like the two-handed units quite a lot. I mean, the Hammermen, of course, are very, very nice. But, yes, those other guys are probably not going to be very good at taking prisoners, but, well, what can you do? So, let's see what we can do here. I want to get Maron some more strength, because then at least he can start to use better weapons. But for now, what else? What else do we want to go for on him? He could... No. I was thinking he could become some sort of amazing medic/trader, but I think Brynden is already doing that. Yes, he is, so that's absolutely fine. So let's go over to Brynden here. Of course, he is not a clear day. He is a storm, so... fantastic. So, yes, otherwise, I think... Just more intelligence. I think just more intelligence is good for him, and we'll get some more first aid so we can at least make a little bit of a better go of it if I get taken out, and then the next round, that's going to help with, well, staying alive, I suppose, by the Bee Gees. Well, maybe not so much that, but yes, we can now head on into the Septry, because this is where we need to go for one of our quests. You arrive at a lonely Septry in the most remote part of the Vale, where the waters of the Neck dissipate. The countryside is barren and windswept, and only a few poor peasants make their home here, close to the mountains. Let us visit it. Oh, wow, this is very... Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say, this is very lonely. It's just one small building, but no, then I looked behind, and I was like, oh, yes, okay, yes, that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to get off Xbox for now, and I'm going to talk to Septon Stefan. A blessing, my good man. The Father above is all the protection you need. Lay down your weapons and rejoice in his holy light. I'm looking for a book. What book? The Mysteries of the Worm? Never heard of it. Only book a godly man needs is the seven-pointed star. Everything else is just worldly knowledge, soon to be forgotten. Why waste your time with books about plans when you could show your devotion to the seven instead? So you haven't heard anything about a book? It's supposed to be rare. Haven't heard anything about much lately. This is a remote corner of the world, my little place of worship. The small folk around here are simple, with simple needs and simple dreams. Do you know anyone who might have knowledge of books in the area? Can't say I do, though perhaps Sir Elston has heard something. His holdings are to the east of here, close to the foot of the mountains. We're very isolated here, but if anyone has heard anything about books, it's either Sir Elston or his maester. Ah, okay, well that's very good to know, thank you very much. So, all we need to do now is head on over there, but... Oh, he's to the east. Okay. Is he over there? I would assume he's in the Holdfast. So, yes. Wait a minute, that's just disappeared. The Septry just disappeared. It's a ghost Septry. Oh no. That is never a good sign, especially when you have just entered it and then it says, oh, I'm a ghost, and then you run away screaming and you try and make your way back to the van and solve the mystery with Daphne and Velma and Freddy, of course. Yep, references. Okay, so let's head on into the Holdfast. You arrive at an old Holdfast, the seat of Sir Elston. The structure is ancient, perched on the top of a looming hill overlooking a minor village. The villagers eye you sullenly as you pass by, many of them looking oddly alike, until you realize that many of them are probably related. The air is somehow thick, and in the distance you can almost make out an old forest. The tees? Yes, the tees are very much tall and gnarled. Yes, the trees are tall and gnarled, reaching for the sky. Ah, fantastic. Okay, so let's enter the Holdfast. Okay, ooh, it's actually looking a little bit grim in here. A little bit foreboding as well. He seems to have a book on the table. Hello there. Don't worry about me. Oh, he's watching me. He's watching me. Oh, no. Yeah, you don't... yeah, I'm not going to steal it. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Terrible weather, isn't it? It feels sour. Something's wrong with it. What do you mean? This whole place is wrong. Should have stayed on the road. Never wanted this. I'm Sir Elston Boone, the last of House Boone. Inherited these holdings from a distant cousin last year. Used to be a tournament knight. What a life. Riding from town to town, not a care in the world. Now I'm shackled to this place. I'm looking for a rare book, and was wondering if I might consult with your maester. The Mysteries of the Worm? I can see from your reaction that's the one. Cadwyn has not been talking about anything else for weeks. Found it mentioned in some old papers left behind by one of my ancestors. Mentioned something about Witch Isle and the Upcliffs. Cadwyn was sure he could figure out where the book went. Wait, did you hear that? There's something in the walls. Perhaps it's just rats, but they'd have to be a monstrous size. Can I talk to Maester Cadwyn? Okay, so one thing here. This guy is freaking out. He is absolutely freaking out, and maybe he's a little bit stir-crazy, and we are just ignoring him. We are just like, can I talk to Maester Cadwyn? Please show me to Maester Cadwyn. Yes, thank you. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay. Afraid not, Elias Mormont. I don't know why he's... I don't know... Why is he giving us the second name treatment now? Okay. Why not? He killed himself 2 days ago. Cut his own throat. Bad way to go. It's this sour air. It turns everyone mad. He rambled for days, you know, shouting about the long night. About great white spiders and wights walking up and down a wall. His trip to the barrow changed him. Should never visit barrows, Elias. The dead sleep better when not disturbed. And then we get a face full of him. Yes, we do get a face full of him. I could move closer. I could zoom in. And then I could look at him, and then he could look at me, and then we could exchange a glance. His eyes tell me everything I need to know, and I swiftly turn around and run for the exit. Oh. Yes. Okay. And then the music apparently just stops. That's rather amazing. Wow, that was actually pretty cool. That was good timing, actually. Good job, game. You stopped exactly when I needed you to. Okay, so we do have some prisoners as well. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a ransom broker, so hopefully we'll be able to do that. But yes, we now have one last thing to do, or at least I think one last thing to do, and that is head over to the barrow. And that requires... yes, here we go. Sir Elston told you Maester Cadwyn changed after visiting the nearby barrow. Perhaps you can find the book there. I thought he had a book. He had a book on the table. I thought that was the one that we needed. Apparently not. I think it probably turns people crazy. Your journey to the barrow was harrowing. It wasn't that bad. I mean, we just literally walked over from the holdfast and it took us about 15 seconds, but okay. It apparently was harrowing. The ground in the area is squishy. Okay, that doesn't sound like a very foreboding word to use, I've got to say. The ground in the area is squishy, watery, and smells rotten. Well, that's obviously a little bit worse. Vapors seep from the trees, many of them fallen over or molding, and wildlife is almost non-existent, except for a few rats scurrying across your path. The barrow rises ahead of you, a cluster of stones on top of a hill, though much of the area is submerged in water. The air is putrid, filled with miasmas and all kinds of foul smells, and thick. Somehow thick. Ooh, yes, that's actually quite foreboding now. Thank you very much for that description. Inspect the barrow. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, my. Wow, they've done a very good job. They have done a very good job with the atmosphere here. I mean, just... Wait! There's a guy! There's a guy coming. Okay, hello there. I am going to be thwarting your efforts to absolutely slaughter me. Hopefully. You are attacking me, aren't you? Yes, you are. Of course you are. A nice stab will be in order. Haha! Yes, oh. Well, I thought I was actually gonna get the... No! Oh no! He destroyed it! Crazed cultist. You stumble and... That was the best. That was the best timing ever. Did you see that? That was absolutely hilarious. He was like, yes, I'm going to attack you, and then we killed him, and then we stumbled. Oh, I suppose we may have actually stumbled in a dramatic moment. We may have stumbled back because we were so, well, shall we say, startled by his aggressiveness, I suppose. But yes, that was That was actually rather close. I really should not have taken any damage whatsoever, but I was hoping that he wouldn't be very good in combat, but he was. So let's actually take a look at what's going on here. Ooh. Human sacrifice, maybe? Well, let's just see what's going on here. We need to take a look around, I suppose. Do we need to take a look around? Maybe we don't, but I suppose it's always nice to take a look around, just in case. And is there actually an underground? I would like to take a look if there's some sort of underground passageway, because that is what I was envisaging when I was talking about Barrows. I remember Barrows way back from an MMORPG that I used to play called Dark Age of Camelot, and there was a place called Barrows, or The Barrows or something, and that was on Salisbury Plain, I believe. It was basically like Stonehenge, I suppose, but, well, obviously it had skeletons and, well, actually moving, walking around skeletons, and yes, that was actually a pretty cool place to level up and things. But yes, whatever the case, we have this guy and he's dead, and I need to now press tab, I assume. Yes, there we go. The crazed cultist lies slain at your feet. You search the area for clues as to what Maester Cadwyn saw or found when he was in the area, but found nothing. The dead tree at the top of the hill is interesting, though. On the stone in front of it is written the name Ig, in what can only be blood, and you can almost hear a faint whisper coming from somewhere. It's almost like it's coming from the tree. Well, that's creepy. That is very, very creepy. So let's just take a look where we need to return to John Malkovich, apparently. Okay, so let's go back to John Malkovich at... yes, all the way at King's Landing. This is terrible. It's very, very far away, but at least maybe we'll get a battle or two along the way, because we do need the cash. We definitely do need the cash. Oh, King's Landing has been besieged by someone of Dragonstone as well, so I suppose there's that. So let's make our way down. Well, who's that? That's raiders. Only 8 units in their party there. Really don't want to deal with some raiders like that. Do bear in mind we also have that Tumbleton quest that I would still like to do, but unfortunately... well, how am I ever going to find the raiders that we actually need for that? It's probably going to be impossible to do, so yeah, let's just continue onward here and hopefully get to John Malkovich in time before we... well, there's actually no time limit, is there? But I was about to say, before they take it? It's actually already... yeah, they're already taking it. That's quite amusing. Yeah, I'm not going to be helping here, thank you very much. I'm just going to wait and see what actually happens. We do have another Westerlands fellow going in there, so let's just see. This is actually going to be quite interesting to see who wins, Dragonstone or the Westerlands. Have they run away? I think they've run away, actually. Yep, they ran away. Okay, so King's Landing only has 80 units remaining, but they do have gold cloaks, and many of them are actually just unconscious. So, no doubt if we were to even try... which is highly inadvisable right now, in my opinion anyway, because, can you imagine, I mean, these heavy Westerlands knights and regular knights, they are going to absolutely destroy us. Guaranteed. Yeah. I wish they wouldn't, but they probably will. So, let's go back into the Coppersmith's Wind and visit John's bookstore. Hello there. Hello, John Malkovich. Ah, Elias, tell me, did you find the book? I did not. Ah, what a shame. Just a rumor then? Nothing to it? I hear all kinds of stories, most of them untrue. You wouldn't believe the nonsense tales that originate in remote hamlets. I did hear of a fragment of the book. Yes, we also heard of other things like crazed cultists killing people and attempting to murder them. Yeah, like us, for example? I mean, we just walked up to him and we weren't trying to kill him, or, well, we kind of were trying to kill him, but I thought it was an enemy, so, well, whatever the case. I did hear of a fragment of the book. You did? Tell me more. A maester found a clue or a sliver of notes pertaining to it, yes. I tried to find where it was, but all I found was a crazed man. Ah, there we go, we're now telling him. Yes, all I found was a crazed man who had sacrificed to an old tree. He had written the name Ig, or Yig, on a stone with the blood of one of his victims. Ig, you say? How quaint. The Ironborn tell tales of how their legendary ruler, the Grey King, carved the first longship from a tree called Ig. Supposedly? Okay, supposedly, I have no idea. A demon lived in the tree. A demon with the power of foresight. Anyone who had their future told by Ig would inevitably meet with tragedy. Ig always chose to tell the future in a way that would cause the most pain to the world. Is the story true? Ah, not really. How could it be? A demon living in a tree? Sounds like the maester you mentioned got caught up in some fancy tale of his own. But forget about that, Elias. At least you tried to find the book. That's worth a reward. Really? So we're just gonna brush that apart, even though that was incredibly chilling? Okay, well, whatever the case. I think we probably want to visit the Tower of the Hand soon, but I would like to see if I need to sell anything. No, I don't actually need to sell anything at all. Well, that's unfortunate, but I would like to head into the tavern and maybe try and find if there's a ransom broker here. Oh, okay. I didn't really want to get involved in your business, but please, protect me. They are after me. Who is after you? My father, my brother, the village elder, everyone. They have been searching for me ever since I ran away. I'm telling you, I'm innocent. Not every bastard is evil. My arrow was caught by the wind. I had no intention of shooting my brother's wife in the neck. Oh my, that's not good. But they won't listen, and it won't be the wall for me. I'll be hanged and quartered. I've been running from them for what feels like years. How long has it actually been? About 10 minutes? I have no idea. That's terrible. If there's anything I could do to help... Wait, you ran away after killing the wife of your brother? Okay. Really? Do you really want to help me? Thank the drowned god that I met you, and may he watch over you. If I can stay with you, no one would dare harm me. I'll do my best to be of help around... Is he a companion? Apparently he's a companion that joins us for free. I actually thought that this was going to be an additional quest, but apparently not. So yes, there's an additional companion. Unfortunately, no ransom broker here. I think the tavern keeper... No, the tavern keepers don't actually buy prisoners. Well, that's good to know anyway. So let's head into the Tower of the Hand. It's part of the Red Keep in King's Landing, finished by Maegor the Cruel. The first occupant was Lord Edwell Celtigar, or Celtigar, however you want to pronounce it, and the tower has since been the seat of the King's Hand. When Maegor finished the construction of the castle, he put every mason who had worked on the castle to death, and there are still rumors that the secret passageways he tried to protect even lead into the Tower of the Hand. Oh, well, that's kind of unfortunate. I was hoping that we'd be able to enter the cellar. The dark cellars of the Red Keep in King's Landing are used for storage, originally built by Maegor the Cruel. The cellars have been used for storage of treasures, wine, and food for hundreds of years. With the ascension of Robert Baratheon, the cellars also came to contain the remains of the Targaryen dragons. So we could actually head in here and take a look around. Oh my... Okay, apparently it does. Yes. It's not just a rumor, it is actually true. Okay, well, there's that. Is this chest available? No. Of course not. I was very much hoping that we might be able to find a secret of some sort here, but no such luck. So, without further ado, I will be ending this episode off here, and next time we will continue our quest and probably go to Lannisport. That will be our next port of call. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.